Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting episode for you guys that you definitely want to stick around for. But before we get into that, we want to thank all of you that have helped us to reach 100,000 subscribers. We are 100% grateful to all of you. Thank you all for your support over the years, for helping us get to this point. We appreciate every single one of you and all the comments that you leave, whether you agree or disagree with us. We appreciate all the support that you've given us to this point. So thank you very much. Now, let me get into this topic here. Let's talk a little bit of basketball. So I was doing some research this morning, and I stumbled upon a bit of news. And in the news, I saw something about what Scottie Pippen's former wife, Larsa, I think her name is Larsa Pippen, had to say about Michael Jordan. Now, if you guys, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Now, if you guys have followed this channel, we've never produced a show on her. We are never going to do that. That's just a little bit, that's like chatty patty territory. We're not trying to get into that. But in this particular case, we said to ourselves, okay, is there a basketball angle that we can keep this thing to? You notice we didn't put her name in the title. Like, we're not going that far. But anyway, she was having an interview, I believe, with a British show. I could be wrong. Probably an American show. I could be wrong. Anyway, so towards, I guess, the tail end of that interview, the guest asked her a question. The host, asked her a question about Scottie Pippen as he relates to Michael Jordan and their careers. And when she gave her answer, I was absolutely floored. So for those of you who missed what she had to say, we want to play it for you now, and then we're going to come back and react to it. So take a listen to what she had to say.
What'd you think of The Last Dance?
I feel like I think Scottie wasn't portrayed as well as he should have been, because I do feel like he basically was the team.
I thought he was the hero of The Last Dance.
I did too. And I know I'm biased, but honestly, like, he really was, like, Scottie was winning without Michael, but Michael wasn't winning without Scottie. So I have to give Scottie credit.
What? Her saying Scottie Pippen wasn't portrayed properly is the most ironic statement I've heard all year. The irony of that. I digress. We'll leave that where it is. Let's get to her key points. Let's address that. Let's keep it on the basketball court for a second here. Unbelievable. Anyway, she said MJ didn't win before Scottie Pippen got there. That is 100% truth. Michael Jordan did not win before Scottie Pippen got there. But the real reason for that happening was MJ, in his first 6 seasons in the NBA, did not play with another all-star teammate. Not even one. There are a lot of players that we consider top 10, top 20, top 30. A lot of those guys came into the NBA, and within their first few seasons, 2 or 3 seasons, they already had all-star teammates. In the case of Michael Jordan, he didn't. So, when she said that, she didn't give the full context behind that, and I'm sure most people don't know that. Michael Jordan was drafted in 1984 and 1985, and I think Scottie Pippen, let me just get it right here. Yeah, Michael Jordan was drafted, let me just confirm that here, in 1984. He was drafted in 1984, and Scottie Pippen was drafted in 1987, right? Yeah, Scottie Pippen was drafted in 1987, and Scottie Pippen turned into an all-star player by 1990. So Scottie Pippen was not an all-star, but the way that she described it, it made it seem like as if Scottie Pippen walked through the door and all of a sudden, he came in and like he's here, here to rescue MJ. That was not the case at all. Now, I want to dismantle this argument with some very simple questions, because some people are saying, oh, Scottie, if it wasn't for Scottie. And to be fair, Michael Jordan has said that, but there's more to it, right? And let me ask the audience a few questions here. First question is this. Could Michael Jordan have won multiple NBA championships with another all-star that wasn't Scottie Pippen. So let's say you take another all-star, you replace him with Scottie Pippen. Do you think MJ could win at least 3 NBA championships throughout the course of his career? I think the answer would be a resounding yes. Now let's ask another question. If you replace MJ with another all-star on that Bulls team, and you still keep Scottie Pippen, do you think that Chicago Bulls team would win 3 NBA championships? I think we can all agree that the answer is no. The truth is, Michael Jordan, from what I understand, from my research, from things that people have said about him, from some of the videos that I've seen, the highlights that I've seen of him, some of his game footage, what I saw on The Last Dance, arguments I've heard about him, for him, against him, whatever. From what I've understood, Michael Jordan provides the highest premium of any player in NBA history. The premium that Jordan provides to a team is unlike anything any other player has ever provided to a team. Now, some people say, well, how do you substantiate that? I can easily substantiate that, and I'll prove it this way. MJ three-peated with 3 all-star three-peated with just 1 all-star teammate in Scottie Pippen. Just 1. Now, if you go back to the last three-peat we had in the NBA, you're talking about Shaq and Kobe. Now, here's the difference with that team. When you compare that duo to Jordan and Scottie's duo, the reason that is different is this. The distance between Scottie as a basketball player and Michael Jordan as a basketball player is extremely considerable. But I think in that 2002, 2003, or 2001, 2002, by the second, third championship, you could see that Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, the distance wasn't so far. The fact of the matter is, those were 2 superstars. They were 2 superstars that gave you that three-peat. In the case of Scottie and Jordan, I don't think Scottie Pippen was a superstar or on a superstar level of a Shaq, of a Kobe. And Jordan was on a higher level than both of those guys. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. Their NBA teams today, even if you think of the Golden State Warriors, even if you think of the San Antonio Spurs, teams that have built dynasties, that have had multiple all-stars, none of those teams have been able to dominate quite the same the way the Chicago Bulls did. Like, for instance, those 2 teams I just mentioned with the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors, I don't even think the Spurs ever went back-to-back. And none of those teams ever three-peated, not even one time. But Jordan did. So the question is, what's the common denominator here? The common denominator is Jordan. There was just something different about this guy than everybody else. That's the first thing. The second thing is this, and the truth of the matter is this. Scottie Pippen is getting talked about this much because he played with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is a one of one. It's like Pele, Ronaldo, Ali. He's a one of one. There is no other NBA player that you can say, okay, he's like, there's not. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. There's not. LeBron, there's not. Jordan was a cultural force of nature. Like, there's nothing like him. Nothing. That's why a guy that's not even on social media, hasn't bounced to basketball in 20 years, still brings in so much attention. And a lot of it is organic. It's not manufactured. Jordan is just it. Regardless if you have people in the media vouching for him or not. It's unbelievable. The aura around Jordan is unreal. And the truth is, I'm not sure Scottie Pippen gets this same recognition and is being talked about as much if he was teammates with Gary Payton, no disrespect, a Charles Barkley. I don't think people are talking about him as much. And so to her comments in the close, her statement was true, but she left out a lot of information, like a lot of information. Scottie Pippen is a top 50 player, top 75 player of all time. But please, let's not confuse it. If we had to distribute a percentage of who deserves the most success for winning those championships, some people may say 50% Jordan, 25% Phil Jackson's coaching, and 25% Scottie. And some people may even say more. Some people may go as far as 65-70% Jordan, 20% the coaching, or split the other two 15-15. Like the premium Jordan provides is unlike anything. So these are my thoughts and opinions. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch y'all on the next show.